Yes, hi there, Huynh. This is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you made some comments over at my website. So in your situation, you said, I am Huynh. My TOEFL score is 83. You want to improve your speaking score to 22 points. You say your time is short. Do you think I can do it in 30 days? So you said the speaking, your problem is about pronunciation, timing, and unclear speech. Do you think I can achieve it in 30 days? Now, I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to be honest with you. I think your problems are more serious than you think. So let's take a look at the rubrics. I've adapted the rubrics from the TOEFL. I use them when I score speaking practice tests over my website. So right now, you're scoring about 17 points out of 30. That's about 2.0 out of 4. Now, what does that mean? You have at least 2 of the following weaknesses. It means that you don't just have problems with delivery, but you have problems with either language use or topic development. So obviously, you do have some problems with pronunciation. You already know that, right? Now, language use, here is a possible, even a likely problem you're having right now, is you have limited range and control of your grammar and your vocabulary, and these limitations prevent you from fully expressing your ideas. Now, also, you could have problems in the sense that you mostly express basic ideas, probably because of a lack of vocabulary. You have limited details and support. You're also having some problems connecting ideas. So I think you probably need more than just my speaking course. So let's take a look at the IBT study guides here. Let me look at my recommendations for the 30-day TOEFL speaking study guide. Okay, let's take a look at it right now for just a minute. Make sure we're on the same page here. Okay, so if we click on this, let's open this up in a new tab. It says, use this if your TOEFL score is above 90 and you need to improve your speaking score by 2 to 5 points. Your speaking score is already more than 21 points. You have passing scores in all sections of the TOEFL except for the speaking. So I'm going to say no. I don't think that the 30-day TOEFL study guide is going to be the best thing for you based on the information that you're giving me. Your score right now is 83. Your score in the speaking section is 17. So this is just my humble opinion. You probably need to focus not just on speaking, but you need to also focus obviously on pronunciation. You want to focus on that part of my course. You also want to focus in the vocabulary and the grammar areas of my course. So really when it comes down to it, you have to do vocabulary practice, pronunciation practice, grammar practice, and speaking practice. So you probably need to be working in those 4 sections of my course. So for you to reach your goal in 30 days, I'm going to say, now you may prove me wrong. Now remember, once you subscribe and become one of my students, you can use my course any way you want. You'll have unlimited access to all 630 of my vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking lessons, right? Now what I do is part of how I will help you is when you begin posting your pronunciation and speaking practice tests, I will give you feedback in those areas. Now, in addition, when you complete your independent and integrated writing practice test, either my TOEFL IBT writing specialist or I will score those practice tests. So that's kind of how it'll work. I'm just giving you my recommendations. My recommendations to you based on your score is I think that you probably need about 3 months. I'm just being honest with you, right? So if you spend time using, I'm going to recommend my 90-day TOEFL study guide. Now, of course, you can only use my course for 30 days. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But I'm recommending, based on your score and based on the weaknesses that you're having right now with your speaking, you'll probably need more than 30 days to solve those language issues. In fact, I got 3 recommendations for you right now. 3 things I think you can do that's going to help correct the problems you're having right now. Number 1, stay in the habit of reading. Read about 45 to 60 minutes every day for the next 90 days. You can read magazines, newspapers, and books. Believe me, this will help you a lot with your language use. Pay attention to how the writers present their ideas, particularly with the vocabulary and the grammar, which are likely weaknesses you're having in your speaking right now. Number 2, spend about the same amount of time each day with listening. You can focus on news, science, history, and academic and documentary type programs, things that focus on academic areas of English. That's also going to be important for you right now. Now, either way, you want to get in the habit of note-taking. You want to take notes on the main points of the reading and the listening passages, also the supporting points. And then using your notes, this is important, use those notes to write a summary, and you can also use those notes to speak. Now, in your case, you want to focus more on the speaking area, but I honestly think you can improve your writing also, because there's a connection between the speaking and the writing. You're also having some language use issues with your writing. That's why your score right now is 22, right? That does mean you are having some issues there too. So if you correct some of these vocabulary and these grammar issues with your speaking, guess what? Your writing score is also going to go up. So it will help both of those areas. So do those 2 things over the next 90 days, and then each day you can spend about 2 hours at my online TOEFL course. Obviously, you want to focus a lot on the speaking, but that's not going to be enough for you. You also want to focus in the other areas of my course as well. So if you spend an hour and a half doing the reading and the listening practice I just outlined, you spend another couple of hours each day focusing on my online course, and then speak English whenever you can, as often as you can. This is very important. Maybe watch a few movies each week. That's also going to be good for your speaking and your pronunciation and your listening. And I think in 90 days you have a good chance, I think, of reaching your goal. And guess what? You're going to find yourself not just scoring 22, but you're going to find yourself being able to function much better academically in all the important areas of academic English language proficiency. You'll be better at vocabulary, your pronunciation is going to be better, your grammar will be better, you'll be better when you're reading and listening to academic materials, and you'll also be able to write and speak about those things at a much higher level of proficiency. So those are my recommendations. So in conclusion to the video, I think I've answered your question that probably you need more time than just 30 days to work out the issues that you're having. Therefore, I recommended my 90-day TOEFL study guide for you to help you reach your goals. All right, and I also said during the video that you don't have to follow my suggestions right now. This is just my suggestions based on the information you've given me. But also keep in mind that I teach about 2,000 TOEFL students every year over the last 4 years, and I have a pretty good idea of what's going to help or what will not help. But anyway, thank you very much for your comments and for your questions, and have a great day.